Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to give an in-depth true review, rate these cards 1 through 5 Chewies of the AL East 42 Series Team Affinity Packs. As you can see, the 5 cards that we'll be going over are the Santander, Bogaerts, Stanton, Adams, and Bichette. The way you get this pack is you have to do it through the Team Affinities by either playing Showdown, doing missions, moments, collections, March to October, and so on and so forth. I think the best way to do it is the Showdowns. You get 15 Team Affinity points for every Showdown you complete. I have a tutorial that you can use that will be popping up in the right corner here that will be tagged. You get these at 60, 90 Team Affinity points, 110, 130, and then 150 to cap it off. But this video is going to give an in-depth review of all 5 of these cards. Let's get into it. Anthony Santander. The up-and-coming Baltimore Orioles outfielder Anthony Santander, primary position is right field. He can also play center field, some in real life. However, he's mostly going to be in right field. You probably won't even see him in left field either, because in left field they seem to be having Austin Mays, Cedric Mullins, as well as Trey Mancini's back if he's not playing first base. There's some days where he goes out left field. We'll see how he kind of recovers from the cancer, which God bless it, Mancini recovered. However, I don't know how much of the outfield he'll play, but Santander doesn't play anything but right field. Typically, however, he does take some reps in center field, which is why that's his secondary position. He's a switch hitter, throws right-handed, 6'2", 225 pounds. The Venezuelan's attributes are 73 contact versus righty, 76 contact versus lefty, 79 power versus righty, 89 power versus lefty with 86 vision, 51 discipline, and 80 clutch. His fielding is 88 for his fielding, 68 arm strength, 72 arm accuracy with 93 reaction, 59 speed, 13 stealing, and 38 base running aggressiveness. So the good reaction at 93 will make up for the low speed of 59. However, he's still not going to be a super outfielder. He's not going to flag everything down. So if you want a really fast outfielder, Santander is not the guy for you. He does have a very good swing though, and he's a switch hitter, so that is very appealing to me as a card. Right now in the game, he's one of the better switch hitters because there's not too many cards out. I mean, obviously the best switch hitter in the game is the Chipper Jones for the whole collection at 99 overall. But Santander's probably a top 10 switch hitter in the game right now. I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head that's a better switch hitter than he is in this 42 series. I know Ketel Marte is one of the options, but I do think he's a better hitter than Marte is. Now in the field, Marte has way more flexibility. I will say the power at 89 against lefties is very impressive. He has pretty much decent contact across the board there with the 73, 76. Good vision. I'm going to give this Santander 4 Chewies. The biggest letdown is he's not super fast. He doesn't have like tremendous power. He's just an above average card all around. And that's why we're going to go with the 4 Chewies. Because I think that's kind of what a 4 Chewy rating is. It's somebody that's just above average, but well balanced above average. And Santander is that. So we're going to stick with the 4 Chewy rating. Xander Bogaerts. The Boston Red Sox shortstop Bogaerts is right-handed batting, right-handed throwing, can play second base and third base, obviously, as well as shortstop. He's 6'2", 218 pounds. He's from Aruba, one of the few players that was born in Aruba. When I went down there for vacation one time, there were signs of him all over the place, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago when I went down there. It's kind of crazy. I didn't even realize he's from Aruba. He has 91 contact versus righty, 95 contact versus lefty, 77 power versus righty, 74 power versus lefty, 85 vision, 77 discipline, 91 clutch. So just kind of like Santander, he's very well balanced against righties and lefties. However, he's not a switch hitter. He does have good contact. His power numbers aren't great in the mid-70s, but they're not bad either. For his fielding, he has 62 fielding, 78 arm strength, 84 arm accuracy, 63 reaction with 67 speed, 28 stealing, 62 base running aggressiveness. That's kind of where this Bogaerts worries me a little bit. He's not a great fielder. At shortstop, you want to have a guy that's kind of shut down there, and the 62 fielding worries me. He doesn't have great reaction either with the 67. Now, he is a good hitter, and I got to give him some credit there because there's not a lot of shortstops that have as much pop as necessarily he does. However, I'm going to give this Bogaerts 3.5 Chewies. There's some other options at shortstopper that can play shortstop that I do think are better than he is in the 42 series. Even though he has a pretty decent swing, he has good hitting numbers that are above average. The fielding worries me here. That's why we're going to stick with the 3.5 Chewies. I do think he's a little bit worse of a card than the Santander is if you had to pick one or the other to start. But there's 3 other cards. Let's see what they have to offer. Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees' behemoth of an outfielder that's 6'6", 245 pounds, is right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. Can also play center field and right field. And if anybody knows anything about the Yankees, and you're not like maybe a non-baseball fan that plays the game, he's not even the biggest outfielder they have. Aaron Judge is even bigger than him at 6'8". For his attributes, he has 66 contact versus righty, 79 contact versus lefty, 95 power versus righty, 106 power versus lefty with 55 vision, 88 discipline, and 69 clutch. Stanton is just like he is every year in his cards. Tremendous power. He has a really goofy stance, and I think a lot of people have trouble hitting with his swing. I know I do. I crush outside pitching with his swing, but anything inside, I can't seem to really focus on it and get good hits with it. Maybe I'm in the minority there when it comes to his inside pitches, but I just have trouble hitting with his swing. So that's something I kind of factor into these Chewy reviews, is he doesn't have the best swing. There's definitely better outfielders with better swings in this Stanton, but he does have elite power, especially in the game right now. You start to parallel this card, and he can start to get +1s on his power. He can actually get all the way up to 100 power versus righty with his 5th parallel. His vision only can get to 60, though, so he still has pretty low vision. At higher divisions and ranked seasons, if you're a better player, I don't know how his vision's going to factor in, but I do think no matter what, he can be a long-term pinch hitter. On top of his fielding is actually not terrible for this card. Looking at 76 fielding, 86 arm strength, 77 arm accuracy, 74 reaction, 63 speed, 4 stealing, and 28 base running aggressiveness. So with average to below average contact, but tremendous power, the lower vision, and he actually has pretty decent fielding. Now the speed with the reactions a little bit concerning, but he is a corner outfielder, so he doesn't need to be tremendous, but he does have really good arm strength at 86. I'm going to give this Giancarlo Stanton 4.5 Chewies, and the biggest reason I'm doing this is because he has tremendous power, and that allows you, if you're a good player, to do a lot of things with him. I do think his arm strength makes a big difference here, being a corner outfielder, even with the average to slightly maybe above average reaction and just the average speed at 63. I think that allows him to have enough range, especially at his height. As silly as that sounds, him being a taller player actually gives him a little bit more range compared to some other people. We'll see how he actually plays in the field, but right now my initial analysis is going to be 4.5 Chewies. Willie Adams, the slick fielding shortstop for the Tampa Bay Rays. Willie Adams is right-handed throwing, right-handed batting, can play second base and third base. He's 6 foot tall, 210 pounds. Looking at his attributes, he has 96 contact versus righty, 69 contact versus lefty, 81 power versus righty, 82 power versus lefty with 67 vision, 75 discipline, and 61 clutch. So his hitting righty on righty is actually pretty good with that 96 contact and an 81 power. He has pretty decent power against lefties, but his contact's not that great. With lower vision at 67, he's a little bit worrisome for a shortstop, but he is actually pretty good fielding when we look at it. 80 fielding, 97 arm strength, which is huge. That means he can get deep into the hole to make those nice hard throws. He gets in the middle off balance. He's going to make good throws. He's only 68 accuracy, but with the throwing meter, I don't think accuracy is really a big deal at all, in my opinion, as long as you're pretty decent with the throwing meter. Then he has 81 reaction, 74 speed. So he should have pretty decent range. He has a huge arm, so that's important. 24 stealing, 44 base running aggressiveness to round out his attributes here. I think fielding-wise, he's one of the better shortstop options that you could have. I think he has great pop at the 80+. However, the low contact against lefties is a little bit concerning because typically you're looking for a righty-lefty matchup. That's a good matchup, but now this is more of a righty-righty type of guy, which is okay. But some people like that, like righty versus lefty compared to that righty-righty matchup, so maybe they'll have a little bit of trouble hitting with him, and that's like his strong suit, right? He has a decent swing. I played with him quite a bit in the showdown, so swing's not bad. I didn't ever really play with an Adames card before, so I want to make sure I got his swing down so I could give my opinion about it. I'd say he's above average swing. It's nothing special. It's not glitchy like Mundes's or something like that, but it's not a terrible swing either. It's not like some loopy, weird stance or anything like that. I do like the defense. The hitting, like I said, the contact on against lefties is a little bit concerning long term. I'm going to give him 4 Chewies because I do think he's a good shortstop. I think he could be your starting shortstop, especially right now if you're a Rays fan. He could fit somewhere in your infield for sure. We're going to give him 4 Chewies. I think he's an above average card. Bichette, one of the many up-and-comers in the Toronto Blue Jays system as well. Well, he's on the big boy club now. On their team in general, they got a lot of young talent. He's right-handed batting, right-handed throwing. It's Bichette, their shortstop. He plays second base and third base as well as needed. His attributes are 80 contact versus righty, 91 contact versus lefty, 74 power versus righty, 79 power versus lefty, 75 vision, 54 discipline, 96 clutch. Hitting-wise, he's one of the more balanced hitting shortstops. He does have some pretty good pop with the 74 power versus righty, 79 power versus lefty. To get some true power out of this card, you're going to have to start getting that parallel upgraded. His contact, though, is very good. I like the 80 plus contact, and then on top of his fielding's not that bad. 78 fielding, 70 arm strength, 77 arm accuracy, 81 reaction with 66 speed, 60 stealing, and 85 base running aggressiveness. A little bit slower, but the 81 reaction should be more than enough with the 66 speed. Is he going to have as much range as Adames? No, but he's probably going to field as good as the Bogaerts is, if not better. I like the Bichette's hitting, though. I think it's very well balanced. He has a very good swing. I don't know if you guys like his swing or not. Comment down below what you guys think about his swing. I know his stance is a little bit goofy, but I hit everything and just mash at the right center with this guy, whether it was his card last year or even this year doing the showdown. Obviously, I haven't quite unlocked him yet, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I do like his swing. I'm going to give him 4.5 Chewies. I think on this pack, he's tied with Stanton because Stanton has all that power. I think Bichette's like the perfectly balanced card out of this pack of 5 guys that you could possibly take. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to give my opinion on how I would rank these 5 cards within the pack real quick. That's going to wrap up the 5 Chewy reviews. We went over all 5 of the cards. Obviously, Stanton and Bichette had the highest rating with the 4.5 Chewies. If I had to rank these cards 1 through 5 of who I would pick first, I think it really depends if you need an outfielder or a shortstop. I'm going to lean more towards Bichette because I think he's one of the better shortstops out of the 42 series. So I go Bo Bichette, then Giancarlo Stanton, then between Santander and Adames. It really depends, once again, if you need an outfielder or a shortstop. I'd give it to Santander at 3, Willie Adams at 4, and then Xander Bogaerts is going to wrap it up with 5. I do think all of these cards, though, no matter which ones they are at this point in the game, are all usable cards. I just think Bichette's the best one out of this pack. Personally, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.